friends, and welcome to the We Want to Talk podcast. This is a podcast for kids and families designed to spark dialogue about important topics in fun and creative ways. In today's episode, we're going to talk about kindness and respect. Do you know what respect is?
Wait. I have my dictionary right here and can look it up. Respect. Here it is. Okay. According to the dictionary, respect has two meanings. The first is a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something.
That's right, Beasley. We respect someone because of their qualities or abilities. And what's the second one?
The second one is due regard for the feelings, wishes, or rights of others.
That's it, Beasley. That's the one I want us to talk about today. Welcome, everyone listening. I'm Dr. Deborah Quibell, the host of this podcast, and I have our two stars of the podcast back here with me. First, Amaya. Hi, Amaya.
Hi.
And second, Beasley. Hi, Beasley.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, Amaya. And hi, all you busy bees at home. Boy, am I happy to be here, and happy to have you here with us, too.
Beasley, you're so cute.
Beasley? Are you okay?
Can I be honest? It's kind of hard for me to say this.
Of course you can be honest, Beasley. This is a safe place. It's really important we talk about how we feel to one another and not keep it inside or pretend to be okay when we're really not.
I hate being called cute.
Oh my gosh, Beasley. I didn't know that. I meant it as a compliment. I like being called cute, and I thought I was being kind. I'm so sorry.
That's exactly right. Sometimes we think we're saying something kind or doing something kind, but actually, the other person doesn't like it. Knowing what they do and don't like is really important. And then we can respect them. Remember our second definition of respect, Maya?
Yeah, something like having regard for the feelings, wishes, and rights of others. What does having regard mean? Sometimes I say big weird words and I don't know the meaning.
That's a really great question. Having regard means you think and care about the feelings and wishes of others. For example, now you know that Beasley doesn't like being called cute. So next time, the real kind thing to do is not to say that, even if you meant it in a loving or kind way and as a compliment. Beasley, can I ask, why don't you like being called cute?
Well, it kind of makes me feel small, or like a baby. And I'm not small, or a baby anymore. I'm a big bee now.
Those are really good reasons. And it's good for me and Amaya to understand those reasons so we know how to respect you and be kind.
I'm so happy to know this, Beasley. Now, I won't call you cute anymore because I know you don't like it. Is there, a nickname or a word that you like? So I can be sure to use that more.
Yeah, I remember one time we were reading a story, and I was getting all my sound right, and you called me Beeswiz. You know, whiz meaning smart. I really like that name.
Okay, got it, Beeswiz. You know, this reminds me of something that happened with my little sister last week.
Oh, really? What do you mean, Amaya? Could you tell us a little bit more?
Sure. We were playing hide and seek in the backyard. She was hiding, and when I found her, she ran to the tree, which was home base. But when I arrived to the tree, I started to tickle her. I thought it was something she would love, and I really thought I was being kind and loving to her. When I was little, I loved being tickled. But she got really upset and even started to cry a little. When I asked her why, she told me she didn't like being tickled that much.
Wow. That's a really great example, Amaya. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So what can we learn here? Beasley, do you have your magic note-taking pen out?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let's write down some important points. What did you hear in that story, Beasley? that we could learn about kindness?
Well, I guess sometimes we think we're doing something kind, but the other person may not like it at all.
That's right, Beasley. Okay, so you have your paper. Let's start with a simple rhyme at the top.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops. You know how I love a good rhyme. What is it? What is it?
Okay, at the top of your paper, you can write, a lesson learned is an action turned.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. But what exactly does it mean?
Well, the beauty of a lesson is that it gives us a clue about how we can change or act differently. We can turn our actions into something different based on whatever it is that we learned. On your paper, write down 2 columns. On one side, you can write lesson learned, and on the other side, you can write action turned.
Oh, got it. Okay, let's try. For my first point, the lesson learned was sometimes we think we're doing something kind, but the other person doesn't like it at all. Like Amaya calling me cute or tickling her sister.
Exactly. So that's the lesson learned. Amaya, any idea what we can write for the action turned column? What can we do next time to make sure that it's okay before we call someone something or touch them in some way, like a tickle or a hug?
Well, we could ask them first. Like, I could have asked my sister, can I tickle you? Or I could say to Beasley, is it okay with you if I call you cute, Beasley?
You're exactly right, Amaya. That's a really wonderful idea. So on your second column, action turned, we can write ask before I act. This is what? Do you remember, Beasley?
Respect.
Exactly. This is respecting the other person, and this is really important when it comes to kindness. Their wishes have to be understood and cared for. Before I give my son's best friend a hug, for example, I always ask him, hey, can I give you a hug? And if he says no, I know to give him a high five or just a wink instead. So we have one big action turn from Amaya's story. Ask before I act. Can we think of another one?
Well, I guess if we forget to ask and do something the other person doesn't like, we can say sorry and promise to change next time.
That's beautiful. Exactly right. So in the lesson learned column, we can write, making a mistake is okay. We all make mistakes. And in the action turned column, we can write,
Apologies are the queen bees. This means they are super important because the queen bee in our hive is the most important and she takes care of everyone.
I really love that, Beasley. So, what Beasley means, if you're listening at home, is that apologizing is really important. It's also a way to show kindness and respect and helps everyone to feel better. So, you can write, apologies are the queen bees in your second column. Or you can also just write, say sorry and try not to do it again.
These are great lessons learned and actions turned. Thanks, Deborah, and thanks, Beasley, for telling me how you really feel. You're a good friend, and I don't want to say something that I think is kind, but really upsets you. I'm sorry, and I won't do it again.
Aw, it's okay, Amaya. Be sure to tell me if I do something you don't like, so I can learn to respect your wishes too.
I will, Beasley.
Oh, what amazing things we explored in this episode. We learned that sometimes we think we are saying or doing something kind, but actually the other person may not like it. Understanding what someone likes or doesn't like is a way of showing respect. If we accidentally upset someone, we can always say sorry and promise not to do it again. Remember, a lesson learned is an action turned. So as we say goodbye for this week, remember to visit our YouTube channel, friends. Just search for We Are Wee Woo, and it should take you right there. Otherwise, you can subscribe and find it directly from our homepage on our website. We are weewoo.com. It's been a special episode learning all about respect. Thanks, Beasley.
Yep, there's so much cool stuff there, and more being added every week. And make sure to subscribe, because it makes a big difference.
Yeah, it sure does, Beasley. Thanks for saying that. We're so happy you joined us this week. So bye, everyone, for now, and we look forward to having you again next week.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.